This is the reality of long, clean Lex hair in the morning. Always forget the feeling until that first bit starts, and then you're like,
I made a bad decision.
Never too late to change your life. The story's not over. The ending is mine. Whatever it takes.
So up for breakfast and hitting the birch muesli, bananas, honey, raisins, followed by fresh fruit. Already have my tea. I'm going to watch a little bit of Jim Jeffries. Then dressed, gym, tattoo, work. Yeah. So landed at the gym. How's little muscles doing?
Look how big, look how big he is.
Hi! I've got an hour, and literally today all I'm going to do is some squats, and if I have a bit of time, I'm going to do a couple of sets on the bench. This is again about technique, getting the body used to it, but I'm excited because the new knee sleeves. These are very tight. We're in. If you've never tried proper knee sleeves, they're unreal. Anyway, the best way I found out getting into them is you basically get them over this part of your leg, roll this bottom end up like that, then pull it over the knee. Then once it's up over the knee, flip the bottom end down. It's the only way. What's up guys, back, and we're going to look at myself squatting here, but I want to talk about a number of things that you can apply to any exercise. The first being engagement, and that means setting up that motor pathway with your body, getting the technique down with a lighter weight and setting the motion you're going to be going through. Don't be afraid to have to change up if things feel wrong. So here you can see me adjust. So stop, reset, and then go again, see what feels better. Here my left groin felt tight, so I tried opening up my stance a little bit to see if that would help. And of course it didn't help because the fact was that I was still too tight. I hadn't stretched out enough. So here's what I'm saying. If something feels tight, don't ignore it. Don't push through. Go back, stretch out, do the work again. Make sure that you're preventing things. Prevention is better than cure. Here you can see me stretching out the groin using the 1 to 5 count. Then you press through further whilst breathing out with a total of 15 seconds for each stretch. Make sure that you take your time coming out of stretches as well, because this is often when people will hurt themselves, and it's those silly things that will hurt you, like getting out of stretches too quickly when the body's just been opened up and under stress. Then moving on to mobility work. Here you can see me doing side swings. I also did back and front to help loosen up all the hip flexors and get that mobility of the hip joint moving, keeping the focus on the joints being worked. One of the best ones I found for squats here is sitting down into the position you're going to be in, and again you can apply that to anything. Setting your body into the depth that you want to go, to the extension that you want to go to, and holding it there for a little bit. Here you can see me pulling on the bar in front to help increase the dorsiflexion, which is one of my problems that I have, and helping working on that by pulling forward and then sitting in the motion of the squat again. And I'll do that around about 3 to 5 times depending on how tight I feel. By set 3 you can see my motion is much cleaner. Everything's moving much nicer, and there's a lot more control. Had I just carried on and pushed through from the first set that it felt tight, then these sets would not have been as progressive. Handy hint when you're using these tighter knee sleeves is in between sets, you can see the blood being held in my quad there, is to roll the top down and roll the bottom up. Moving on to music, and you guys have been asking me for a long time about what music I listen to, and music is such a huge part of my training. I have finally done it. I've made a Spotify playlist for you guys. Link is in the description so you can listen to the same music I listen to. So watch my reps on this set 4 now. Look how they go one after the other. Now I know a lot of people thinking, yeah, and what, Lex? But if you look back at the other videos, you'll see that I was unable to do that. I was only able to do rep, stop, rep, stop. So to be able to control and do repetitions with that kind of rhythm is a great progressional point. And progression points don't always have to be an increase in weight or an increase in the number of reps. It can be the way in which the sets are completed that can be progression. So if you've got that kind of instability that you find during certain reps, when you build that stability up and you're able to go with a better rhythm and control, that is progression. So always be looking. Again, glutes being squeezed at the top of each rep. I know this is hard to look at, guys, but look at it, it's important. So getting to the top, what we're doing is we're creating that mind to muscle connection. So we're creating habits, good habits, and destroying the bad habits. And you can see every single rep when I get to the top, I'm actively squeezing the glutes before coming back down. And because I now have that motor pathway and that habit, I'm able to do the reps a little quicker. And you can see I'm genuinely happy. By the 8th set, that's right, 8th set, this was up to 90 kilograms on the bar. So we're 10 kilograms away from that max rep weight that I had last time. Here you can see I'm taking my time and setting myself because the weight's gone up. I think this was my 2nd set with this weight, and you can see again I'm driving through a little harder with the hips to really squeeze the glutes. That's because the weight had gone up and the instability in the left glute is emphasized. Rest pauses are important and used often by myself. So when I'm starting to feel something kick out of alignment, I stop at the top of the rep, I take a moment, I reset, and then I'll do a final rep. And that means that I'm racking that weight with a final confident rep. Here we go, we're up to set 9 by this point. So I've just stuck with the squats because they were feeling good and I kept moving forward. You can see here that I'm again just re-emphasizing that mind to muscle connection, the movement I'm going to go for, and I'm letting the music just get me carried away. Glutes are squeezed tight, I come down, feel nice and strong, it moves okay on the first rep, but stance was a little wide, so I had to adjust. So rather than get some more bad reps, I took that rest pause, adjusted, and it might well have affected me. But the 2nd rep felt good, it felt strong. Again, I'm resetting my core and my glutes at the top of the 2nd rep, and I get that 3rd rep with a nice slow bit of a grind, but there was no kickback, no hip movement, and as a result I felt confident. I took a rest, got back under the bar, stepped off, got my stance right from the start. So I'm in a good position, glutes tight now, core tight, down, holding big deep breath into my stomach, and you can see how much better these reps are. And that's just confidence building from the last set because I ended well. 3rd rep goes up so much easier than the last 3rd rep in the last set, and here I should be more tired, but I'm not. Focusing on my major points, pulling on the bar, bracing the core, rolling my knees outward, rolling out onto the outsides of the toes and driving up, maintaining that tight core, rolling out of the legs and the feet, and damn was I happy. YouTube Lex, show them how happy.
Here? Really?
It's alright.
Wow, what a difference. I don't have any time to really bench press or anything because I just got so excited with the fact that the movement felt good, the supports felt fantastic, I was confident, I was in the zone, the music was great, and now I have to head to the tattoo parlor, but I ended up doing like, I don't know, 10, 11 sets, I stopped counting, I just kept going. But sometimes guys, when you're in the groove, when you're in that mode, take advantage of the situation because it is a huge confidence boost. Wow, now we start to get these off.
Okay, so we're here, late as usual. Let's go see Lisa.
We're with Lisa for the next couple of hours. I'm going to put in some more colour tones back in this and hopefully it'll be all done.
Have you lightened your hair?
No, people
Is it
keep saying
sunlight?
this, it's sunshine. Look,
Natural
it's autumnal, Lisa. Today we're basically, Lisa's just colouring in the lines, just scribbling. And that, can you see that, Rose? That's got to get some more colour in it too. Other than that, that's today. Enjoy the footage. Just before we start, what colour am I having put in?
Dragon blue red.
Game of Thrones tattoo.
Just wanna get by, and I just lie hard. Oh, I want so much more out of this life. Do you feel alive? Go wake up.
The finished article, look how much better that looks. She's put a water outline around the cherry blossoms so you can see now they stand off way more. This bit here normally sucks a little bit, but it was actually good, it was actually pretty good. Although Lisa did kind of try and divert me with conversations about, we covered indoor skydiving, horse racing, taxis, mountain climbing, mountain biking, rock climbing. Good conversation, good conversation.
Whoa.